here at Photo Plus in the Expo Hall, and we are at B&H's booth. And this is Alan Luco, and he's going to tell us about what kind of trends they're seeing in ordering and what the next up-and-coming thing is. How are you today?
I'm doing fabulous. How you doing?
Thanks for joining us.
No problem, no problem.
Tell us what kind of product ordering you're seeing and what's coming our way. What should we as photographers be ready for?
No problem. Well, basically what's going to happen in the year 2016, starting Q1, will be the world of virtual reality.
Excellent.
You're starting to see a lot of photographers getting into that world for obvious reasons. It's beautiful, and why have a two-dimensional photograph when you can have a three-dimensional photograph? It's gorgeous.
So there are several methods that you go about putting together a three-dimensional photograph, and particularly in three-dimensional video. So tell us a little bit more about the tools that are out there and that are becoming more accessible for the everyday photographer.
No problem. Well, basically what you'll have to do normally, traditionally I should say, is stitch the video together. For the past couple of years, people have been taking a variety of cameras, like GoPros for example, putting about 12 to 16 of them together in some sort of casing, and then in post stitching them all together. That could become kind of a laborious process, and that turns people off for obvious reasons. It's tough and it takes a while. But nowadays, there are companies coming out that are making that process a lot easier, a lot more streamlined, and as a result, you're seeing a lot more people get into the art of VR film creation and photographic creation as well. So it's getting easier. That means we're going to sell more product at B&H.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So there are a few specialized other tools that you need to think about when putting together a 3D video, and one of them is sound.
Yes.
So directional sound, tell us a little bit more about that.
No problem. Okay, so like your own natural human hearing, you hear things from the back, up, down, left, and right. For obvious reasons, it's for safety. Same thing with VR. You don't want to have a two-dimensional sound in a three-dimensional space, because if something happens behind you, it'll sound like it's happening in front of you, which takes away from the whole result. It's like when you're watching a movie and you hear, the movie could look beautiful, but if you have poor audio, it takes you away from the whole idea and the imagination of it. So there are companies out there that have 3D audio recording devices, 3D mics basically,
right,
that will do exactly what it states. It'll get audio from up, down, left, and right. In conjunction with the appropriate cameras and the appropriate software, you'll achieve the full effect that you're looking for.
Right, and this is an advancement on the older techniques, and I say older in a relative sense, right?
That's right.
It's not like my grandparents were doing
no,
this, right?
No.
But it used to be that it took quite a number of pieces of equipment and a lot of engineering and audio physics know-how to know where to place microphones and things, and they're consolidating into things that are more out of the box for users.
Indeed.
Right, and so then let's talk a little bit about what you need once you pull that together.
No problem.
You're going to have the audio and you're going to have the video, and that's simplified, but what about your computer? How is it going to be do I need a computer that takes up an entire room?
Well, you don't need a huge computer. You know, the power doesn't have to be overwhelming. You can get a medium to high-end computer and have a good performing computer in that instance. About $1,500 is usually the price for a good computer on the higher end in that instance.
Right.
When Nokia comes out with the Ozo, it's a camera that has 12 cameras built in, and it has audio placements all over the place, so it kind of takes care of most of the work. But MSI, Asus, and a few other companies are also coming out with prepackaged computers for the VR community. Most commonly used for the Oculus Rift that comes out Q1 2016, but of course you can still use that power to make your own creation too. Work like with Blender, with After Effects, utilizing 3D space is going to be tremendous in the next couple of years.
Excellent. Well, I'm really excited to see what comes.
Me too.
Thanks for spending time with us. It's great information.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Anytime. Come shop at B&H whenever you're ready. We'll take care of you.